First of all, climb speed is half speed. So when you climb 15 feet up a rope, that takes the whole of a 30-foot movement.
Yeah.
You could jump down the 15 feet. That wouldn't
acrobatics check.
Yeah, acrobatics check, and that wouldn't be. That would not. As long as you made your acrobatics check, that wouldn't be part of your movement. You wouldn't consider that 15 foot if you just jumped. Because if you're on a wall here, and it's 15 foot down, and you want to move 30 feet over there, you can jump.
Well, drop. It's not really jumping, is it?
Jump, drop. Well, it depends what you want to do. You know, if your acrobatics isn't very good and you just want to make a dexterity saving throw to see whether you land on your ankle badly, then you can do that. Or you could do an acrobatics check if you wanted. So climb speed is half speed. So a lot of the attacks that were made against the enemies in the room would not have actually been possible, because you wouldn't have been able to climb down the rope, and then get to them and attack them. So hey, I kept forgetting to give the enemies advantage attacks for being next to each other. I kept saying the wrong saving throw on certain things. I gave like dexterity saving throw at one point when it should have been a wisdom saving throw and things like that. So I've got to keep an eye on that. Halflings can only use a mace two-handed. So when the halfling cleric ran up to the orc, everyone else can use a mace one-handed, right?
Yeah.
But halflings can only use a mace two-handed. So when the halfling cleric ran up and hit the troll with mace then dagger, that's not possible. It could have only done
I didn't know that.
Or dagger. Yep. Polymorphed creatures carry extra damage over to their original form.
Right.
So when Charlie was a bullywug and was blown up by Wingway's fireball, that actually would have killed him. So it's good. Good, I didn't know that. If I had known that,
I don't think it would have done.
It did 31 damage.
Yeah, I had 33 at the time, I think, so it wouldn't have quite killed me.
Might not have killed you. Okay, cool.
But the druid would have died before that anyway, as well.
The druid would have died long time before he actually did. Yeah, because Dre rolled an 8. The druid had 9 left, and I said, "Oh look, your attack is just something plus 8, so you're gonna kill it." I didn't give him a chance to even roll the dice, but he could have taken an extra 8 or 7 off of the druid if he'd rolled an 8. Bardic Inspiration lasts 10 minutes. You granted Bardic Inspiration to those guys to Dre whilst you were in a different room, and then waited what I described as what felt like an eternity for the new.
I did question that at the time, because you said what felt like an eternity, but a minute can feel like an eternity.
Yeah, no, you're right. I should have made it more clear that the Bardic Inspiration didn't carry over to the next battle, but Dre never used the Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, never used it anyway.
So we'll just say right now Dre doesn't have Bardic Inspiration, or Dragon doesn't have Bardic Inspiration. Halflings can move through spaces occupied by larger creatures. They don't have to go around them.
Sorry, what can?
Halflings can move through spaces that are occupied by larger creatures.
Ah.
So they just go through their legs.
Where are the legs?
I haven't really experienced a lot of halflings.
Yeah,
so
or a big
I'm
snake.
familiar with them.
You know, if it was a large constrictor snake, a halfling could just run through the space by sort of nimbly jumping over its body or whatever. Triazamine cannot skin corpses, but she believes she can. Which could become messy at some point.
What are you drinking today, Matt?
Oh, I got the Glenlivet 12 years.
Alright. I like my women like I like my whiskey.
I've also got the Glenlivet Ordinary.
Aged 12 years. In a barrel.
I've also got I've also got the normal one to put in my coffee, and for when I run out of the 12 years stuff.
Right now?
Tabaxi do exist in the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, but only recently and rarely.
And yeah, they come from Metaxa.
Yeah.
Yep. And as do Grung, but it's just D&D bloody beyond character builder doesn't give you an option to build a Tabaxi, and doesn't tell you which book you have to buy in order to gain that option, which I think is fucking stupid.
First character I created was a Tabaxi.
On D&D Beyond?
Yeah. His name is Mr. Kittens.
I'll show you what I got.
It's a true story.
Characters. Create new character. I'm on D&D Beyond. Yeah, it says D&D Beyond. I'm going to go standard. Look, you can see it says D&D Beyond. And first thing I have to choose is my race. And there are no Tabaxi. There's Tiefling. That's the only thing. I mean, unless they're under something else. I mean, what are they?
I don't know if you can read that, Matt.
Yeah, no, I believe that you have it. But
yeah.
But why don't I? Custom lineage?
I don't know. Maybe we just don't like you.
I don't know. I'll have to look into it. And finally, Wingway's accent seems to the whole way through the thing. I was just
Waver.
Wingway's accent was just like my accent, and Wingway is a high-born member of the aristocracy.
Oh, in that case, I definitely recommend Ringo Starr.
Well, it was only at one point I said perhaps we should act tactically, and I sort of did a thing like, you know, like Wingway would have done. But other times I was just like, yeah, mate, I can do this, I can do that. I was talking like an East Londoner, you know, talking like I was on EastEnders. So yeah, I've got to sort that out. But yeah, there's a whole load of other mistakes I've made. But yeah. Now, what do you think happens if you creep up on an enemy, right, as a group, and let's say Wingway goes, right, shh, everyone shh, I'll cast a fireball. Right? Now, technically, what should happen is you should, let's say Wingway says, hey, I'll cast a fireball, and then you run up behind that guy and stab him in the back of the neck. Right? But then we roll initiative, and Wingway's go is right at the end. Now, technically what the rules state is that means that...
Alright, so as a hypothetical... Sorry, as a completely rhetorical question then.
Well, what I'm saying is the rules in 5th edition that initiative is rolled normally. You can't hold a turn. You can only ready an action. Right?
Yeah.
So that would mean if Wingway came last, if you were the rogue, would have to run up behind the person and ready your action to stab them before Wingway had thrown the fireball, right? Potentially catching you in the fireball, right? But it is said, I've read online, that a lot of people play this table rule, which is that if you are in stealth, hidden, and you initiate an encounter, then your go comes first, and you then drop to the end of the initiative order. I think that makes more sense than the 5th edition rules, personally. You know, what do you guys think? Should we stick to the rules as 5th edition says it, or should we have a house rule that says if you're in stealth, the whole team is in stealth, and one person casts or attacks or throws a dagger or something like that, then that becomes the first attack, then everyone rolls initiative, and the person who initiated it just gets the last space. They get 0 in the initiative order.
In the rare event that all of us are in stealth,
yeah,
I reckon that that'd be a good house rule, but I sincerely doubt it's going to happen.
Let's drop in here. Dragon's got his familiar, right? Well, I'm gonna be
granddaughter of my familiar.
Well, welcome everybody to the worst produced franchise of Dungeons and Dragons on the internet. Where
at least we have a cat.
What we lack in experience, we make up for in
alcohol.
Yes, in semi-functional alcoholism. We have just completed. Backstory for anyone who wants to know. Acquisitions Incorporated has been taken over by Dran Enterprises, and this seems to be a very difficult problem for the aristocracy of Waterdeep, who up until now have been in control of the city but are losing control of the city to Dran Enterprises. Possibly, and it seems, because many people are being either cloned, replaced, or in other ways corrupted to support Dran Enterprises. This goes into the police, this goes into the aristocracy, the masked lords, and possibly even the open lord of Waterdeep. Dran Enterprises watches Waterdeep from the skies. It seems to control the police force to a certain degree. And all in all, it is looking bad for the aristocracy of Waterdeep. And so, the aristocracy of Waterdeep, being worshippers of Asmodeus, have proclaimed Christopher, the rock star who has been sent by Asmodeus himself, as their prophet, the man who they think is going to return power to the people of Waterdeep, and his party are on a mission from God to find.
Why is it when I did that reference when I was with another bard? Like no one found it funny.
Yeah, that was good. They're on a mission to find whatever wizard is cloning, replacing, or otherwise corrupting the people of the aristocracy and the ruling class of Waterdeep, and they have successfully infiltrated Acquisitions Incorporated's headquarters, bought franchises, and passed the test, which was a trial by combat, sprung on them in surprise by Omin Dran, if it is Omin Dran, and that's where we will jump in. Omin Dran walks into the room after you have cunningly ended the battle by making the last living member of the opposition team join you.
You mean our team?
Your team, yeah. Well, he was.
Yeah.
The opposition.
No, he's always been our team.
Always been.
Definitely always our team. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a date on the contract, but there is no time. So that could be argued.
He's always been on our team. I don't know what you're talking about.
Omin Dran enters and says, 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves. Congratulations, you have passed the test. And I believe Triezamine said, "Drinks on me!"
Yep.
To which there was a distant shout from Poltin. Possibly an extra planar sort of like knowledge that Poltin has that there are drinks going for free. Omin Omin Dran snaps his fingers and a piece of paper appears in his hand, and he just writes down that you owe him a drink. That will be taken out of the wages that you get for your next appointment. He snaps his fingers again, and the contract disappears. He looks.
What does he drink? It better not be expensive.
Omin Dran. Well, who knows what Omin Dran drinks? Probably a.
Can I find out?
Well, you will find out. It might like 400 gold will be detracted from your next thing. What did he drink? It's like dragon's blood.
How smug my cat looks.
I can't hear you, Triasamine.
My cat looks so fucking smug right now.
Is that the one that Dre is petting, or is that?
Yeah.
Ah. He knows he's a tabaxi. Oh, and by the way, sorry, your tabaxi is level 0. He's not an adult yet.
Still a baby.
Yeah, he's got to grow up a bit. So for the moment, he just acts like a cat.
Perfect.
He won't. He has no role in initiative. Omin Dran.
Bye, Tresman.
And there we go. She's back again. This is. You've got to learn this skill for your player. Being able to wink out of the distance, wink back would be brilliant for your character.
It just dropped me. Fuck's sake.
Omin Dran looks at
I hate
you,
Discord.
and as he's looking at you, he's sort of counting the members in your group. As he's doing that, a small dwarf runs past him and just says, "Timothy, Timothy!" Looking at the troll on the floor. What did they do to you? He turns to you and just gives you a glare that just has daggers coming out of his eyes. Omin Dran just walks over to the troll and casts Spare the Dying and a small heal spell, just enough to bring him up to 0. So he's stabilised the troll, and the small dwarf is fussing around the troll and sort of trying to first of all get him chained back up again, and then look at it. Obviously you've upset this small dwarf. Omin Dran continues.
Chris returns to the troll and says, "Sorry, Timothy. No hard feelings."
Omin Dran sort of counts you again, looks at some documents he's got, and says, "Hang on, weren't there 4 of you?"
No.
I don't know that one.
That was an echo. You are not a player in this game.
Fuck off, Alexa!
Don't you start talking to it.
That was fucking brilliant. I don't know that one.
You've got to keep that in, Matt.
Oh, it's all staying in. Again, I need to prove to people that this is the worst produced. I have claimed rights to have created the worst produced Dungeons and Dragons show on the internet. If I need to, I've got backup stuff. I mean, like I've got cuts of things that I if anyone ever says no, mine's worse than yours, like no. Omin Dran kind of counts you and says, "No, I'm sure there were." Omin Dran counts you again.
Chris turns to Omin Dran and says, "No, we thought it was weird being 5-on-3 as well, but."
He says, "You've taken him on as a skilled hireling."
Yeah, we did that beforehand. He didn't have the money for it.
You're lying to me. I don't care.
I'm not.
It seems that's very inventive. It's the sort of thing I might have thought of. That's very, very impressive. What did you say your group was called again?
Acquisitions Incompetent, I think it was.
No, it was Mayhem? No, something about Madness.
It was the Magic Bastards.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Magic spelt M-A-G-I-C.
Gick.
Bastards with a Z at the end, and possibly a Batman symbol.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you tell him that your name is that your group is called the Magic Bastards. Omin Dran snaps a finger and a piece of paper, a small contract appears in his hands. He just writes the Magic Bastards on it and says, "Here, you guys all sign here." You read the contract.
Wait. Where's the Batman symbol?
Omin Dran has never heard of Batman, and
what? He's never heard of Batman. Okay, sit down. Let me educate you. Okay.
Omin Dran's time is limited. He will give you 14 seconds to explain what Batman is.
Alright. Rich orphan goes around at night stabbing people. He's got a light in the sky. It looks like this. I draw the symbol for him and I go, there you go.
He goes, rich?
Accurate
guy goes around saving people. This guy sounds awesome. Can we recruit him?
No. I've tried.
Okay.
His only superpower is his money.
Well, I'm better than you.
Good superpower, to be fair. If I was going to have a superpower, I'd say money. Or Russia. Russia's a pretty good superpower.
I'm better than you at recruiting people, he says. Maybe I could, have a stab at this this Batman character. Why is he called Batman?
Yeah, he is. If you go and find him.
Okay. He writes
just shine. You know that drawing I just did for you? Just put that in the sky. Hopefully he'll come and see you.
Just put it in the sky. I talked to a druid friend of mine. And then he says, okay, right. So, the Magic Bastards. Interesting spelling. Snaps his fingers, the contract disappears. You guys have all signed it. So you are now, the contract, when he snaps his fingers, extra gaming, it goes straight to personnel, and
HR.
So you are now officially called the Magic Bastards, and that is written down. You're it's all official. It's all official. All the paperwork has been done. Omin Dran says, Slackjaw, and calls someone in from outside. Slackjaw, take these new franchise owners to the common room. And he leaves the room and walks off.
Can I go to the magical room?
The what room?
Or the rare room. I don't like common room.
Yeah, common room's shite.
Omin Dran has stopped listening to you.
Fair enough.
You are confronted by somebody who is who looks like they could have eaten more over the last week than they wanted to, but haven't had the opportunity. And says, if you'll come this way, and you follow him out of the room. Very, very nearby. It's just down a corridor, and on your right, there's a door that says Staff Common Room, and you enter the common room. And there's food there, although it's very sort of sparse. It looks like sort of leftovers. There are places to sleep, although they're not beds. They're just sort of areas where one could lay down a sleeping bag if one wanted to, or as Wingway has a whole bedroll in his bag. And there are many people in this room as well. There are many people. Some of them you can hear lots and lots of things being spoken, and you have an opportunity, if you wish, to take a short or a long rest, depending on what you'd like to do. Although it has only been about 8 hours since your last long rest, I think you can take one now, because you have been in. The last long rest was yesterday and ended at 11 o'clock. So today's long rest you can take at any time within this 24-hour period. So if you'd like to take a long rest, you can, or if you'd like to take a short rest, you can. You can do anything that you need, but Wingway is most certainly, and so is the cleric Davina, going to take a long rest because they have spell slots that they want to sort out. Davina just curls up in a corner. She doesn't seem to need any bed stuff or anything like that.
Can't you meditate anyway?
No, because
No?
she doesn't. Hang on a sec. No. That's a warlock, Charlie. Warlocks meditate, drows and warlocks, and I think some elves.
Yeah, elves do. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's a halfling.
All right.
Okay.
No joy.
So, do any of you guys want to do something similar? You want to have a short rest, a long rest?
We haven't really used any action points, have we?
Well, you guys
think
are
so.
actually. Yeah, I think Dragon didn't take any damage. Did you?
Don't know. I'm just checking. I don't think so.
Have a check of your damages and things like that.
No, still got all my hit points.
Cool. Trismane?
Yeah.
I
Any
took
damage?
17 damage, but then with my rest that I did last round, my health came back. So I put my health back to whatever it was. A sec.
So you took damage in the
Yeah, I took damage in the last fight, didn't I?
last fight, but you've said you've taken a short rest. So that short rest is happening now. Or is that a long rest?
I swear I took a short rest at the end of the last round.
You didn't have time. You might very well have pressed short rest, but the Omin Dran walked into the room, said you've won. You said drinks are on me, and then the game ended. So you didn't have any time to take a short rest. So if you have on your character
too busy
it says
drinking.
you've taken a short rest, just assume that you've taken that short rest now.
Okay, so I did have 22 hit points out of 39, so now I've got 39 out of 39, yeah?
Perfect. There you go.
Cool. Christopher turns to Dragon and says, you don't need a rest, do you?
Don't think so.
Sweet. I'm going to have a lie down. Do you want to have a walk around? Wingway, do you need a rest?
Wingway's
resting?
Wingway's already asleep.
Oh.
Wingway's pulled out. He didn't even wait for instructions. He just pulled. Wingway had no spell slots left, and just took a bedroll.
In that case,
Very expensive bedroll out of his bag, laid it on the floor, and went to sleep. It's like, imagine when you go camping and there are those people that have got the really expensive camping stuff, and you're sort of looking at yours going,
I thought we'd be equal out here.
no,
Dragon, whilst Christopher has a long rest, do you want to have a quick wander around and see what you can find out?
Yeah, can do. I'll
Yep,
go scout the
sweet.
area.
Alright, wake us up if there's any problems.
So you're having a long
Yeah,
rest
will
as well.
Yep.
Is Christopher having a long rest?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Treasmine's only having a short rest, and that short rest could involve conversation.
Yay!
With other people. So I'm going to say that both of you can roll. Both of you can roll me a D12.
God, which one?
D12 is like the one that looks like it shouldn't even be a die.
Is it the one that looks similar to the D20, but it's got hexagons all over?
Yeah, it's the one that's
Not
got
hexagons.
five-sided shapes, pentagons.
That one.
Yeah, pentagons. Yeah, the one that's got.
Yeah, I
pentagons.
almost said pentagrams.
Yeah, I always say pentagrams.
What one?
Could you guys put your faces in the picture?
Yeah, sorry. I was picking dice.
It's all right. People want to see you.
Hi.
Hi.
Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. We were late getting up today.
10.
You got 10. Okay. One.
Oh,
two.
I got 10.
You both got 10. Okay. One of you re-roll
Now
your
what?
dice. Dragon, you.
I'll
1, 2,
re-roll.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Triazamin, you hear some, you overhear, and you are chatting to some people, and you overhear some gossip. And the gossip, one of them is one of the great walking statues of Waterdeep, has been reported to be crying over the last 3 days. No one is sure about why, or the cause of this watery discharge from the eyes, but some say it means the destruction of the city of Splendors is imminent. Others are certain it's a sign of great fortune on the horizon. Others say it's just the humidity. Dre, you rolled a
2.
A 2. There is an argument going on between a few people, and they come to the conclusion that Omin Dran is definitely not one of the masked lords of Waterdeep. The addition to the council of such a power-hungry and ruthless individual would spend the end of the rule of law in the City of Splendors. So some people thought that he was a masked lord, others thought that he wasn't, but they came to the decision that he was not. Dragon, because you're not having a rest, you can roll that d12 again.
Oh.
Lucky bastard.
12.
Got a 12. Okay. A small earthquake hit the city 2 days ago.
Oh, no.
The argument is that the earthquake wasn't natural. Some people are saying that strong magic unleashed underground caused it, maybe even magic from Undermountain, which is some distance away. So there's a lot of gossip going on about what caused this small earthquake that hit the city a short time ago.
How many people are blaming the gays?
No one's blaming the gays, but there's a lot of people are blaming the fays.
Oh, not Faye.
Yeah, it's you know, Waterdeep is forward thinking, but there's still a lot of anti-Fae sentiment in amongst the less educated of Waterdeep.
To be fair, they can be quite little tricksters.
They can, and they're not allowed. To be careful. They've only just been given permission to marry within the city of Waterdeep, the Fae, or the Faes, depending on what you call them. Okay, that's great. So you guys have learnt a little bit about some gossip. Some of it might be bullshit. Some of it might be true. Who knows?
It's all bullshit.
And it's coming near to the end of all of our long rests. And near the end of the long rest, there's a commotion amongst the skilled hirelings, otherwise known as she's an intern. Got to remember that in ready word. I'm going to write it on just a page in a book in really big letters.
Where had it written down?
I can't believe I keep forgetting that word. It's just like it's one of the funniest things in the whole of Dungeons and Dragons is the way that interns are treated within Acquisitions Incorporated. It's like one of the things that just makes you laugh your ass off when you're watching it.
It was written at the back of the book.
Yep, there you go.
Cleric Davina, intern to the hireling.
Excellent, excellent. She's a skilled hireling. Okay, so there is some commotion amongst the interns. And this commotion seems to be because they have heard that there is a conference taking place. Now, would you like to ask them anything about why they're Dre gone? Tresamine, roll a would you like to ask them anything?
I could ask if there's if they've heard anything that's going on around the area or something.
Yeah, go on. Just ask them. I don't think you need to roll anything if you're asking them. Okay, so you ask them what's going on. They say, well, there's a conference going on.
No, what sort of conference?
Conference in the big conference room.
It's not about sexual harassment, is it?
They say, we don't know what it's about, and they sort of look around, sort of conspiratorial, and say, there's always sandwiches left over afterwards.
Good to know.
What time does it finish?
They're like, well, we're getting ready now, because if it finishes soon...
That's not what I asked.
They don't know. They're
Who's the lead speaker?
They don't know shit.
I just want to know when the sandwiches are coming out.
You're not awake.
Oh, sorry.
You're still asleep.
I woke up for the sound of sandwiches, all right?
Sandwiches?
Christopher, Davina, and Wingway wake up, and Triazamine's long rest was over a long time ago. A short rest was over a long time ago. So these interns are sort of looking excited. You get the impression they don't eat very often, but that they tell you, one of the perks of the job, being an intern, is that you can eat the leftovers in the conference room once the conferences are over. You're like, okay, that's great. There's a pushing and a shoving, and all the interns run out of the room, and you're left in the room with a lot of unskilled hirelings who are still gossiping. Christopher, you get a chance to overhear something that some of the unskilled hirelings are saying. Roll a d12.
Please.
Oh, if you want
Matt,
to.
please.
Roll a d12 if you want to. How about that?
6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a killer stalking the streets of North Ward, murdering people in broad daylight. The victims' feet are chopped off as if by a powerful blow with a sharp blade, and they've been decapitated as well.
Is it like the opening scene to Ghost Ship?
The heads and the bodies are left behind, but the feet have been taken away. Nobody knows who it is, but
Are the shoes left on, or are the shoes taken as well?
The shoes seem to have been taken as well.
Alright. Socks?
Sorry?
Socks?
They don't know. It's just a rumour. They're not sure.
Sorry.
One of them says, yeah, socks too. The other one says, no, the shoes and the socks are left behind. Another one says, I'd really like a cheese sandwich.
Okay.
Guys, Wingway gets an opportunity to overhear something. 6 again. He doesn't hear anything new. And Davina also gets a chance to overhear something. She gets a 1.
Before Davina hears anything, I say, shut the fuck up, Davina.
Davina's just like, she slept in the corner. Roll an intuition check on Davina. Just Christopher.
What? Insight?
Yeah, insight.
17.
17. You get the impression this person is used to sleeping without a bed.
Cool.
You might remember that the contract that you signed with her meant that all of her possessions now belong to you.
Yes, I'm aware.
You are
She is now mine.
You are indeed renting her clothes and weapons and all of her possessions back to her at a rate that will be worked out later by management.
I'm aware of this.
Okay.
So slave labor?
Cleric bitch,
not so much slave labor, more sort of underling.
Cleric bitch.
Minion. Let's say minion.
All right. So, who wants, rest of the group.
Wingway just sidles over to Davina and just sort of conspiratorially hands her a book. Wingway is. It actually says on his thing. Wingway does not like to harm animals and actually likes to look after them. He considers Davina to be so small as to be an animal, and indeed, as an underling, he sees her as an animal. So he's handed her a book. You can all make a perception check if you wish to see what book he's handed her.
What dice is that?
D20, I think.
D20.
Yeah.
And add your perception check.
17.
18 plus 2.
18 plus 2. Well, yeah, you both got it. What about you, Charles? What about you, Christopher?
Nat 1.
Nat 1. Okay, you don't see this, but
yeah, I've seen fuck all.
Dragon and Triazamine see that the book is called Rimbold's Encyclopedia of Starter Spells. And you overhear Wingway say to her, "I've copied all the spells out into my spell book already." You see that the book is very sort of tattered and old. It's obviously been read many times. So Wingway has -1 spell book. That is a 2.
Turn to Dragon, Treadmain, and Wingway and say, should we go after this weird killer bastard?
Yeah.
Unless you guys eat more sandwiches.
Slackjaw comes into the room and says, "Magic
Four
bastards."
sandwiches
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Is he calling for us?
Isn't it?
Says he's calling for the magic bastards, and he
No,
says,
I'm talking to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's us, bro.
Is that us?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Davina, say yes.
Yes.
He says, the conference is finished. Omin Dran is asking for you personally.
Which Omin Dran?
He says, the one in the conference room. Just looks at you like you're
That
an idiot.
doesn't help.
That one. Sorry.
Wingway says,
You meant a different one.
Wingway is considering when he levels up learning the spell of shut the fuck up, which he has heard tales of but never read about.
It's alright. I'm tempted when I level up to learn the counter spell.
Okay. Slackjaw leads you up a staircase and into a ornate but not too perfectly decorated
Sorry,
room.
sorry, my internet cut out. Sorry.
Would you like me to log?
No, it's just my internet was a bit shit for a second.
Okay.
Sorry. There's up a staircase into.
Slackjaw leads you up a staircase and into a room which is obviously a conference room. There's a large table in the middle of the room, but it's not very ornate. It seems to be functionally designed rather than some ostentatious room. On the wall,
Is there some lukewarm coffee in an urn?
All of that seems to have been stolen by the interns. There is on the wall a large picture of Omin Dran. On the opposite wall, there's a large picture of another person. And you can read underneath, it says Jim Dark Magic. Omin Dran is standing in the room. He is looking out of a window. He turns when you enter. And he says, I have a mission for you. Before you leave for your far-flung territory that you will be assigned, which will no doubt be somewhere on the edge of our domain.
In a galaxy far, far away.
There's something I need you to do in this city for me.
It's not the killer, is it?
He says, what killer?
You know, the guy that chops off the head and the feet and
leaves the socks.
He's like
leaves and then eats the socks.
He just ignores you. He recognises this as the rumour mill of the common room and just ignores it. And he says, an earthquake struck the city. Small earthquake struck the city a few days ago.
What are we going to do? Fight the Earth?
Well, what happened was a sinkhole opened in the dock ward as a result. And 2 city watchguards entered the fissure to see what there was below, but they never returned. They're now feared dead. Now, the dock ward has historically been occupied by he thinks by opponent enterprises of Acquisitions Incorporated, and we want to make sure that we respond to it before they do, so as to further extend our reach and demonstrate to the city that we now have good standing and ability to look after problems that happen in the dock ward, and to reduce the standing of those opponent enterprises. Those opponent enterprises you heard in the other place were the Zentarum and the Xanthar Guild. These guys also try and take on adventures and missions, and we want to get the mission before they do, so as to show once again that we're the strength in this city. So 2 watch guards entered the fissure to investigate, but never came out. They're now feared dead. The city watch has asked me to take over the investigation. And normally I would, but he looks towards the picture of Jim Dark Magic and says, my team is not available at the moment. So I'm delegating that job to you. You've demonstrated your ability not only to defeat enemies, but also your ability to recruit others. I am proud to have.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I'm proud to have you as members. I see you as an experienced adventuring group. There's no doubt that you have had many adventures before, and I'm sure that you can handle this task. The pay is 500 gold
Each.
for the group.
Each.
With a 20% commission going to Acquisitions Incorporated.
Fuck that.
You will receive 400.
25.
Go to the
Why
warehouse.
did you say 25? Why are you trying to give them more?
Sorry?
Oh, wait.
Dragon.
15. Sorry, 15. My bad.
Dre is shit at maths. Dragon is shit at maths.
Omin Dran ignores all of your protestations, knowing that you have signed documents that documancy forces you to obey, and he knows that one of the things in the documents that you signed was that sometimes Acquisitions Incorporated would give you missions that you were compelled to take on, although this would only be very rare. And
Seems pretty.
Like now, then.
This
Seems pretty frequent to me. I mean,
you're
It's
the
really
only.
rare.
You're
Like,
the only team.
within 24 hours, right?
You're the only. Team, you're the only team in the city. Everyone else is either
what
out.
was the point of the conference?
Sorry.
And what was the point of the conference if we were the only fucking team?
And we weren't even in there.
You don't know who's in the conference. Metagaming, it could have been 12 Omin Drans for all I know. He gives you this information.
Alright, so
He says, "Go."
just to make this clear, a massive earthquake happened.
A very small earthquake happened.
Let's agree to disagree.
Okay.
All right, let's just put it as an earthquake happened. Right, the ground opened up.
Swallowed a
So
shit ton of people.
two of the watchmen decided to walk into this, haven't returned for obvious reasons, and now, in order to discover what's happened, because we suspect foul play after they've walked into the earth breaking up courtesy of an earthquake, we're going to go and find them.
Why do we have to find them?
That is your task.
Just
Why do
More
we
like a
have
suicide
to?
mission.
Why are we looking for idiots?
You are being
What?
sent to look for the watchman, but you're also being asked to explore the fissure. Learn.
yeah,
the
that's
fate
what
of-
they did.
Do you
And they
want to
haven't
listen
come
to
back.
your mission before you argue with it? Omin Dran isn't saying this. Omin Dran is just ignoring you. Like when you talk back to him, and he just booms over you. Go to the warehouse next to Jolly's Lamp Emporium, down by the docks. Tell the City Watch Guard stationed there that I sent you. Explore the fissure, learn the fate of the guards who went missing, and then come back to me with the signed City Watch papers confirming your completed work. You will then be able to collect your payment from the receptionist. And he looks at you, Christopher, who has interrupted it on every turn, and says, "And I sincerely hope I never see you again."
It's all right. From the sounds of it, you probably won't. You're sending me into a crack in the earth for no bloody reason to find a couple of
Sending
idiots.
us after
Where
idiots.
do I get the Where do I get the City Watch papers signed?
I was just thinking that.
Say again?
Where
Where
I
do
the
we
City
get that
Watch
signed
papers
piece of paper?
The City Watcher have the papers.
All right, and where are they?
They're standing next to the crack in the ground.
All right, cool. Guys, should we go off to right next to the crack in the ground then?
Yeah, why not?
Omin says, "You may of course requisition whatever you need from the armory before you leave." He dismisses you with a wave of his
Really
hand,
pissed off wave, yeah.
and looks out of the window again. Slackjaw sort of ushers you this way towards the armory. The armory is just down the stairs and to the left this time.
Anyone need anything from the armory?
Well, you walk into the armory, and you can have a look around at what there is. Davina immediately walks up to a set of half-plate armor that is the right size for her, and
what is that beeping noise?
Starts trying it on. It's bloody washing machine.
It's his trousers.
Every single pair.
Well, no, he's only pair.
Yeah, every single pair.
I literally have one pair of trousers, and it's got a hole in the knee now.
Huh. So I go for the old school grunge look.
Davina also picks up a quarterstaff.
Okay. How much is that worth?
They're requisitioned, which means that if you return them undamaged, then they won't cost anything. But if you lose them, or don't return them, or they are damaged, then there will be some cost
charge
associated with it.
Does that cost more or less equate to a halfling cleric?
Well, remember, anything that the halfling cleric owns is owned by
yes,
you.
So I could sell the halfling cleric if they damage it.
You can't sell an intern.
Oh, why not?
Because you don't have the documancy skills necessary to be able to do so yet.
Can we make the intern work for them and pay it off?
Yeah.
You're all coming up with all sorts of crazy ideas. I've just got a bloody mission right here written down for you. I mean, it's like,
I'm trying to get there, but this little bit is costing us money, and you know.
Okay.
Speaking of money, we've only got 10,730 left.
Exactly.
You're not.
How much are we paying her again?
You're not exactly poor. Well, it's generally assumed that interns earn about 2 gold per day, but that does not mean that you can't get that gold back from them by renting their equipment to them. And indeed, you could end up having the intern indentured to you. Like, if you say you earn 2 gold a day, but what you earn, we rent your clothes and all of your armor and everything like that to you for 5 gold a day. Then eventually, after working for you for a certain amount of time, the intern actually owes you money.
Perfect. Sold their souls to the company store. Perfect.
Yeah.
So, right. Everyone got everything they need?
Well, again, do you want to have a look around? I mean,
yeah, there was an armory.
To see what's in the armory.
Don't you dare get rid of your Go Faster Stripes armor.
I don't think Dragon would.
I could do with something better in my offhand.
Wingway doesn't really. Wingway has a look around and.
He's just looking at staffs again.
Wingway picks up a scroll, and it's a scroll of heal.
Good shout.
He says maybe this would be useful.
Yeah, I mean it would be. I mean, we've got a cleric, but you know.
Yep. But heal is a 6th level spell that you wouldn't otherwise be able to cast. Without a scroll. So he's okay. So he sticks that in his bag. You sign. Anything else you want to? All of these things you're signing for there's a skilled intern. There's an intern running around making documents and things like that to show what you're requisitioning?
I was going to buy a greatsword or longsword, whatever it was that I borrowed off Dragon, but he
You've
said I
already
can
got
keep
one.
his old one.
Do you want to make
Yeah,
a
the one
perception
that
check?
Drake
I
won.
mean,
Yeah.
this is a
Let's
big
do a
room.
perception check. Let's do a perception check.
Yeah, fuck it, I might find some better armor.
See if I get another than that
D20
one.
on it.
Yep.
3.
So
I perceive fuck all.
you perceive a broken instrument in the corner that you compare to Odyssey and think, no fucking way.
I rolled an 18 plus 2.
And you got a 20. Okay, you can see that none of the armour in this room is better than the armour that you've got, but there is a longsword of +1. Oh no, you've already got a
11.
dagger of returning. No, you don't perceive any weaponry or armour that's better than what you've got at the moment.
Okay.
Although you could, by all means, pick up a warhammer or something like that to instead of your longsword. But
Well, the longsword that I've got currently is the one that Dragon let me borrow in the last battle.
Yeah, I've already got one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why you said I could borrow your other one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Triazamine turns to Dragon and offers to pay for said longsword.
Don't worry about it.
Pay for with what?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all of our money.
Okay, so you've searched the let's see, Wingway doesn't want anything from there, but you got the scroll.
Can I ask this stupid fucking intern prick that's writing down everything that we're taking, where the fuck we're going?
He says, I don't fucking know. Ask them at reception.
It's next to a lamp shop or something. There's a big hole in the ground. Where was the earthquake?
I think it was in the dock ward.
Which way is
That's
that?
just a rumour I heard.
Doesn't matter. Which way is the dock ward?
He looks at you like you're an idiot, and he's like, near the sea?
Which sea?
The Sea of Swords? The Sword
Just
Coast.
point us in the right direction,
I mean,
would you?
Just point.
Mate.
He realises that you're idiots and just goes south.
Right. Which way is
Who's
south?
got a compass?
Check the
Does
armory
anyone
for a
have one?
compass.
Look, guys. Look, guys. He says, look, guys, I think you're taking the piss out of me. And quite honestly, I think it's inappropriate for people to take the piss out of interns. We have given ourselves to this company. We understood what we were giving up. And taking the piss out of us for being like this. You guys just leave before he can finish.
Before we leave, however,
I think we're past that.
You
is
leave
there a
via.
shop?
Sorry?
Is there a shop for party goods?
You're in Acquisitions Incorporated. There is no shop in Acquisitions Incorporated. And there is no department that you can discern that's called party goods.
Shit. I guess we're going to have to plan Christopher's birthday party on the way then.
It's not
Fine.
Christopher's birthday party. For those of you watching this video, we're recording this on Monday, but on Wednesday it will be Charlie's birthday. That's Charlie. And
Happy birthday!
I'm going to release this video at midnight. So at the strike of Charlie's birthday, this video will be released. So everybody who watches this, which I assume is millions of people,
one of the two.
Please send him a happy birthday message. It will make his day. The poor bastard. He doesn't have any friends.
How old are you going to be?
He
21.
He lives in squalor. It's not actually his home there.
I really hope that like the owners don't come back anytime soon.
He's squatting.
I'm kind of worried.
He's using the internet from next door, and
but I did their washing up this week, so
yeah. And
hopefully they won't take me out too long.
They weren't even appreciative of it because he was hiding in the attic when they came home. They just thought one of the
lost conversion.
It's kind of creepy, really, what he's doing. Whenever they leave, he just comes down, plays D&D, and then they come back. He just quickly goes back upstairs. It's not even his computer he's using. He's just using theirs. He has to delete the browsing history really quickly.
No, I don't.
No, he just
no, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to see what they were looking at.
You could take a screenshot, print it off, but then you'd have to type
and hold it up.
All right, where were you fucking 12 hours ago whilst I was trying to have a wank?
I didn't get that. All I heard was wank, and I associate that now with your birthday.
Fair enough. Also, I know where you were 12 hours ago. It was in my pub.
That wasn't 12 hours ago. I arrived at your pub at 2 in the afternoon. It is currently midnight.
Sorry, 10 hours ago.
You've got no idea where I was 12 hours ago.
In bed.
I was right here.
Yeah.
Sitting in a similar position.
But without a shirt?
Drinking coffee without a shirt and drinking coffee instead of whiskey.
You're right. I have no idea where you were 12 hours ago.
Well, I know where Dragon was 12 hours ago.
Yeah,
was it you?
But the stories that you can tell about what Dragon was doing 12 hours ago. I think we should move on as quickly as possible.
I knew the story was going to be shit.
Okay,
can we get to these docs, please?
Just in case we had to cut everything, Davina took a set of half plate armor that was her size. She also took a quarterstaff. Wingway took a scroll of heal, and everybody else just took the piss out of the intern whilst they were trying to do this. I want you to see if you can roll a deception check on the intern. I think which one of you was the one harassing the intern the most?
That would be me.
That would be Christopher. Okay, Christopher.
Well, it was all quite a fair share.
I want you to roll a deception check to see if you could deceive him from seeing that Wingway took the scroll of heal, since that's the most valuable item that was taken.
Excellent. It's a 19.
You succeed. Okay, so you manage to lift. Wingway manages to lift this thing quite easily without even using any sleight of hand. Just pop it into his invisible bag because you were distracting the intern and insulting his lineage. Okay,
he comes from a long line of interns.
You have got. I need to remind you
very existence.
because this is weeks ago, but you do have a horse and carriage in the nearby livery stable.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
Yeah,
we do. Yeah, right. But we don't want to use it yet.
You don't want to use it.
Wait. How far away is the dock?
Well, on your way out, you speak with the receptionist again. The receptionist who's
one that works doesn't work for. Yeah,
yep,
cool.
Yep, the one that's on your side.
Not as good as being for a blind man. Yep.
You haven't asked her anything about herself or anything like that, so you don't know anything about her. And she probably wouldn't have told you by now.
No, she made it clear. Yeah.
She says she's received a missive in the form of a cylinder that's come through a tube that says that A, you're called the Magic Bastards, and B, you've been sent on a specific mission. And she
does it
hands
have the
you...
Batman symbol on it?
It does. And although it's poorly drawn, because it's like a copy of a copy of a copy.
Oh yeah, that's understandable,
Yeah,
but it's still upsetting.
Yep. And she hands you various documents, one of which is a map of Waterdeep with things written on it, including Dock Ward in a certain location.
Is that anywhere near Troll Skull Alley?
She says, I've never heard of Troll Skull Alley.
Sorry, it doesn't exist long.
It's like Diagon Alley. If you don't know it, it ain't there.
Platform 13 and a half. Was it 13 and a third? No, it's 13 and a half.
It was 9 3/4.
Okay, so how are you going to make your way? You've got a map. You can ask local people on the street where you are on the map. That's easy enough. You don't have to make a roll for that. They point to where you are. And you can try and make your way following the map to the Dock Ward. Now, who's holding the map? Tresamine. Good answer. I was hoping that would be the answer. Tresamine, would you like to make an... what check do we think? Tresamine, would you like to make an... it's going to be survival or investigation check to see
Survival's got +2, investigation +1.
Okay, you just... it's not really survival. Investigation.
No, it's not.
Do an investigation check. I was thinking, if you were out in the wild and you had a map, then that would be investigation. But no, you're in a city. That would be... do an investigation check. See if you can guide your party to the Dock Ward. Are you, by the way, again, are you using your horse and carriage?
Like it.
Are you using your horse and carriage, or are you walking?
It depends how far it is, and I don't think I'll be leading anyone anywhere because I rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7 + 1. Okay.
We just get an Uber.
You kind of.
I'll pay for
end
it.
up. I need to know, guys. You make a decision here and now. Are you using your horse and cart? Are you walking?
We're using the Uber.
You're getting a taxi.
Yeah,
Okay,
the horse and cart. I've called it Uber.
Oh, okay. The horse and cart is called Uber. Great. Are you calling the horse Uber?
No, the whole entity. The horse and cart is Uber.
It's called Uber. What's the horse called? No, forget about what the horse is called. Fuck it. Right. Okay. Your horse and cart is called Uber. I'm glad you're all pleased with that.
Cool.
Tresamine, try as she might, doesn't manage to quite get you to the Dock Ward, and you end up in the Trade Ward.
Oops, sorry.
This costs you an hour. It's now 9 a.m. Tresamine, would you like to take it?
Christopher turns to Wingway and Dragon and says, well, we can't ask for fucking directions, can we?
Men never know directions. They never ask for directions.
Davina, Tresamine, it's on you.
Davina's like, I can do anything. Davina looks out the window.
Davina, it's your turn.
Yeah, Davina just sort of like opens the door. Says, excuse me, do you know which way the Dock Ward is? This guy looks at you and just goes, well, I think if you go down this way, third right, second left, carry straight on, Dock Ward.
Davina answers, you think?
He's like, yeah. What do you want?
You don't know?
Guy says, fuck you, bitch, and walks off.
To which Tresamine laughs in Davina's face.
Yeah. Davina says, I think he said, down this way, third right, second left, straight on Dockwood.
Alright.
Cool, let's go.
Uber?
Davina's just like, we'd be there by now already if you could read a fucking map.
Fight me, bitch. Come on, fight me. Fight me.
It's like, I'll fight you anytime you want. I'll fight you any place, anywhere, anytime, any
Come on, bitch.
Any plane.
Christopher turns around and says, intern, shut the fuck up.
Intern just goes, fucking bards.
Alright. Third right, second left, Uber.
Bang, bang, bang. Quarter of an hour later, you're in the dock ward. Now you're looking for the warehouse next to Jolly's Lamp Emporium.
Alright.
Now Jolly's Lamp Emporium is not on the map.
Cool.
Roll a perception check.
There is a livery stable nearby.
Oh.
Where you could leave the horse and cart whilst you search for it, or you could just try and find the place and leave your horse and cart outside Jolly's Lamp Emporium.
Probably be safer in the stables.
Yep, it's up to you.
Yeah, stables.
Okay.
Dragon's right.
He put it in the stables.
Here's the security on this mission.
The guy says two copper a day.
Rosamund, pay the man, please.
You
2
pay
days, please.
you pay when you pick it up again.
Alright.
Alright.
In that case, just chuck in 1 gold piece and say, look after it.
Keep an eye on it.
We know how many miles are on the horse.
The guy looks at the gold piece like he's never seen a gold
make
piece.
sure it doesn't reverse.
The guy looks at the gold piece like he's never seen a gold piece before, sort of looks at you in the eyes and just goes, I'll make sure it gets the best oats. And
Good
Don't
man.
forget the sugar cubes.
his horse is used to the finer things in life, you see.
Damn
Yeah.
right he is.
Yeah, he likes premium oats.
Creamy oats.
Okay, as you're walking away, you see a ramshackle stall set up along the street. It bears a sign that reads Maps and Potions. Potions spelt P-O-S-H-U-N-S. Maps and Potions. Working the stall is a filthy but cheerful gnome urchin. Several pieces of parchment are on display on the stall with 6 small ceramic pots next to them.
Cool. Can I get a supreme potion of healing, please?
It says, certainly, kind sir.
How much?
He says, he seems to sort of. What's your passive insight, Charlie?
10.
He seeks out a potion and says that'll be 15 gold, sir.
15. How about 7?
Supreme healing, sir, is expensive potion.
7. Yep, 7.
It is 15, sir. Roll a persuasion check.
On it. 18.
You're successful. He says, Don't walk away, sir. Don't walk away. 7 will be acceptable. 7 will be acceptable.
Cool. Tresman, pay the man, please.
Yeah.
You're taking us down.
Yeah.
Wingway's
Quite good little
passive insight of 17 allows him to notice that that there is behind the stall sort of drain pipes that seem to be collecting fetid rainwater in small red clay pots, which leach out just enough colour that he passes the water off as potions of healing. The potions have a faintly fruity aroma.
So, do I have a supreme potion of healing or not?
Run do you have a detect magic spell?
I do.
Yes, I do. But yep.
Okay. This potion will restore 1 hit point.
Right.
Well, that's supreme, is it?
As I've noticed this, I go back to the Nomi man and say, nah, give my money back.
It's like, I'm sorry, sir, all transactions are final.
Now.
Can I use Intimidate?
You can by all means try.
Yeah,
I'm doing it as well.
Kayla, you want to get this one? All three of us at what?
24. Nat 20 plus 4.
He gives you back your money and offers you and says, "Would you like one of the maps to make up for this inconvenience? The maps are usually 1 gold piece."
All right, cool. I'll take one of your maps and 1 gold piece. Cheers.
He says, "I'm very sorry, I don't have any money."
Dude, I just gave you 7 gold.
I gave you back the 7 gold. I don't have anything else. I mean, I can give you all the potions that I have, but if I do that, then I won't have any way of making money. And all I am is an entrepreneur who happens to know the back streets of the dock ward, and is able to scroll this knowledge on maps. But perhaps he accepts a bit with your intimidation, perhaps very poorly, and in a way that's difficult, if not impossible, to read. But I do know my way around these streets.
Could I roll an insight check and basically threaten the guy and tell him if he's lying to us, I'll kick his ass?
Oh, he's already fucking scared shitless.
He's definitely not lying to you, Charlie. Christopher rolls.
He's going to be drunk again.
A 24 on intimidation. He's not lying. He does know his way around the streets, and he tries to draw this on the maps that he sells, but his drawing is not very good. And he doesn't have any more money other than the 7 gold that you gave him was all the money that he had.
What else has he got in the shop?
Leave him alone.
The only thing worth anything is the maps. So yeah, we'll take map.
Okay. These maps don't have any reference to Jolly's lamp emporium on them.
Alright.
Can we just go
Where
around
the
and have a
fuck
look?
is the lamp emporium?
Can we just go for a
There's
wander?
which lamp
and have a look?
emporium? What, Grunyard's lamp emporium?
No.
Next.
Dilbard's lamp emporium?
Nope.
No.
Gifflard's lamp
Next.
emporium?
I can do this all day.
No.
He says, look an eye, sir. There are a lot of lamp emporium. He says, could you by any might, you wouldn't want to go to Jolly's lamp emporium?
Yes!
Yes.
He says, why do you want to go there?
Because we do now. Tell us.
Okay, well, don't buy anything from the guy.
Okay.
Why?
What, is he worse than you?
He says, worse is a relative term.
Yes, and it's comparative to you.
I wouldn't consider any of his lamps to be worth buying.
Alright, I wouldn't consider your potions or maps to be worth buying. Or even spelling, for that matter.
He looks at the gold piece in his hand that you paid for the map and says...
No, we
you
didn't
just
pay a
took
gold
the map,
piece for the
didn't you?
map. You
You
gave
took
us
the map.
that.
Okay, he says, if you want, I can show you the way.
Perfect, thank
Joey's
you.
Lamp Emporium.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
I'm
says,
thinking
I will
grab him
show
by
you the
the
way
scruff
for
of the
one
neck
gold
and drag
piece.
him out the door.
Wingway.
I will show you the way for one gold piece.
Wingway.
Fuck that!
Can you
Yeah, show us
ready a
the way.
fireball for us?
The little goblin. Wingway's like, yeah, sure, I can ready a fireball.
Cheers.
Remember, I
So,
only got 2 of these
which
in
ways-
one day, he says.
Oh no. Just ready it. Don't have to use it.
Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down.
He says, I've got cantrips with fire too, you know. He says,
Yeah.
I have cantrips with fire too.
I'm going to use this opportunity to metagame. Wingway, I'm just telling you to ready the fireball. I'm not expecting you to do it.
Wingway nods as if he has been given a command from the heavens.
So, no gold piece, and you're going to show us where the fuck this is.
And if you don't, I'm gonna knock your block off.
The goblin named Jer.
Oh, you just going to be on fire.
Oh, sorry, he's a gnome.
You'll lose everything, mate.
The gnome says, okay, just follow me.
If you lead us into a trap, I will kill you.
Oh, it's alright, Wingway's already ready the fireball, don't worry about
Okay.
it.
As you make your way through the dock ward, you see on either side an increasing number of street thugs. You make your way further into the dock ward. There is a presence of the city watch as you start to approach the location that Jer is taking you to, which is the Lamp Emporium. Obviously, the watch is there because 2 of their people have disappeared. Now the thugs.
Is there anyone that's particularly important looking among the City Watch?
You haven't reached the area where the City Watch is.
Oh, sorry.
The City Watch is down the road,
Right.
and these thugs don't want to go there because they're City Watch people there.
See what?
Fine. Cool.
Okay.
The city watch like the police.
Yes.
You're confronted by a person called Jaylan.
Hello, Jaylan.
She
So-
unusually looks like a skeleton.
Huh.
So
we're like skin and bones, but without the skin.
a figure
To
stands
be
in-
honest, I could do with some percussion.
the gnome has led you down. He's been on the way down the street, but he takes a turn into an alleyway, and
Disappears.
a figure stands in the alleyway. The gnome sort of run past the figure and disappears into the darkness. The figure stands in the dark ways, its luminous eyes glowing beneath its dark hood. As the hood is pulled away, it reveals a skeletal face. The figure unexpectedly speaks. Your money or your life.
Shoot fireball, maybe?
Wingway. I'm not kidding this time. Ready fireball.
Davina says, hang on. This is an undead, isn't it? She does.
What was that, intern?
She says, This is an undead, isn't it? She's got a.
It's not alive, but it's not dead. All right.
But hang on, let me try something.
Undead.
If it's an undead, can I not take control of it with one of my spells?
Probably.
I do believe I have a spell to...
Davina. Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Before you use that, we've got a fissure to worry about. Davina, what are you saying?
So I got turn undead. It's just an action. Could do it as many times as I want.
Cool. What, just a cantrip or?
So, feature of channel divinity.
Oh, so it's once per long rest or short rest?
Nope.
No?
Okay, it is once per short rest, yeah. So you might want to hold it.
Yeah. Dragon, smash this bitch up.
Yep.
Right, everybody roll initiative.
D20 in it.
Yep.
Cool, just checking.
11.
19.
13.
Okay, now I'm going to write this without writing your full names. And if I get your name wrong... Trias, I mean,
Oh yeah, because it worked so well last time with C and D starting. Like...
It's not just that, it's that Dragon starts with D-R-E.
Yeah.
And Christopher starts with C-H.
Yeah.
Trias, I mean, you got 19, didn't you?
Yep.
Dragon, what did you get?
Dragon got 13.
What about
Confirmed.
you, Christopher?
11.
I'm just going to call him Gon. 13, Toffer. 11. What's her name again? Jelaine. Yes. And oh, okay.
Vic's one of them, I like.
Triazamin, you have first go.
I have first go for what?
The battle we're in.
You're in battle.
Ah.
You are standing 15 feet away from a person who was wearing a hood but has taken down the hood to reveal a skeletal face.
Can I do an action of Channel Divinity Turn the Unholy? As an action, you can censor fiends and undead. Each fiend or undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14. On failure, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes...
That's true, but you can only use that once per day, so be careful with it.
Are we likely to come across any undead after right now?
We don't know.
I don't know, I'm just a dungeon master. I haven't written this story. But Christopher has the ability to metagame, and I expect he will tell you to just beat the shit out of this person.
To beat my metagaming to it. Smack a bitch.
Divine Smite then.
Okay. So
When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal D28 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than first, max 5d8, and plus 1d8 against undead or fiends.
I wouldn't.
Oh.
I'd keep all spell slots available. We've got one enemy between the 3 of us, 4, 5 of us.
Yeah.
Keep the spell slots. Just smack a bitch.
All right, extra attack then.
Cool. So you
I'll
walk
just attack
15
twice.
feet up to her. As Charlie's pointed out, that means that you do have 15-foot movement after this if you wish to use it. So
Amateur,
I wouldn't.
can you get
I
extra
wouldn't try and attack it and then move, because then it will take an attack and opportunity against you as you try and move
that
away
means
from
she
it.
kills it with one shot. Is what I meant.
Yeah, if you do.
Just
But yeah, smack a bitch.
You know, she could roll a 20.
Yeah, just attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll roll it.
12.
12 is plus what?
Plus,
What's your...
Which one am I going for?
Your longsword.
it's just your...
It's plus 6.
Oh.
Like 18 to hit.
I was looking
18
at
to
my
hit.
book.
Okay, cool. So that's cool. Just remember, when you're using a weapon, it has an associated
Hit DC.
DC bonus, right? Or AC bonus, depending on what you call it.
Wait, which one did I use?
You used your longsword, I expect.
Yeah.
Unless you're...
Done it again.
Yeah, you. That's what you were wielding before, and you never put it away, as far as I'm aware. You never said that you put it away. Charlie is
Yeah, I'm
silent.
just looking to see which one's got the most hit points on it, my dagger or my...
It'd be the long sword. Yeah.
Charlie,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Sorry, it cut out for a second.
Okay, cool. So, do you want to roll your damage? It's a 1d10 plus 4. No, it's a 1d10 plus... Was it? You tell me, what's your damage on your longsword? Playing with your fingernails. I'll take away your inspiration. What's your longsword do?
It's just a regular longsword.
Yep.
Damage is 1d8 plus 3, and then in brackets 1d10 plus 3.
Yeah. On your second attack, if you were to use 2 longswords, you would gain bonus on the second one. So it's a 1d8 plus 3.
Get it out the freaking pot. All the dice except the one I wanted came out.
Oh. That sounds ideal.
Yeah, useful.
Right, the d8, yeah?
Yep,
Yep.
1d8 plus 3.
6 in total. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Cool. Second attack.
Second attack. Roll your d20.
Oh, d20.
Yep.
Plus 6 if you're using a longsword.
Yeah, well, she hasn't changed weapons, so
total.
she has to.
Exactly. I'm just trying
That's 12 in total. I rolled a 6.
That does not hit.
Dang.
Miss.
Next, come...
Me?
We don't know what Wingway rolled.
No,
or
next come the 4
what the Beanie rolled.
bandits. Next come the 4 bandits that were hidden in the shadows around you.
Cool.
Which I wasn't expecting you to meet. Okay, fuck it. Okay. They each have a short sword. And 2 of them approach you, Triazamin.
Yep.
One of them rolls and 11 plus 4, which is 15, which doesn't touch your armor class. The next one rolls a 12 plus 4, which also doesn't touch your armor class.
Yep.
Another one approaches. Who is closest to Triezamine at this point?
I think I was at the front, wasn't I?
You're at the front. Okay. So the next two are going to try and attack you, Christopher. First one rolls a 2 plus 4, which is 6. Does that hit your armor class?
No.
Next one rolls a 3 plus 4, which is 7. Does that hit your armor class?
No.
Okay, so all 4 bandits missed. Next, it is Dragon.
Well, what did? Sorry, just to ask, what did Wingway and Davina roll?
What, for their initiative?
Yeah.
Wingway rolled a 12. And Davina automatically rolled a 10.
Right.
Add it to my altar.
Cool. Dragon.
Do that later. Yes.
Do you wanna smack a bitch up?
Man.
Let's
do this.
There are two bandits attacking Christopher, and there are 2 bandits attacking Triezamine, and there is also a wounded skeleton standing in front of Triezamine.
Where am I in all of this?
Just behind.
You're about
Christopher.
You're about 10 feet behind Christopher, about 25 feet behind Triezamine.
Ignore me. Go for the skeleton.
And more like 30 feet behind Triezamine. Pardon me, because there was So you could reach Triezamine and the people attacking her in this turn, or you could just easily reach the 2 that are attacking Christopher.
I'll go for the 2 that are attacking Christopher.
Okay.
I suggest you go up behind one of the ones that's attacking me.
You could walk up so that you were behind both of them, sort of like, because 2 of them come for Christopher. If you imagine Christopher's here, they've come 1, 2 like that. You could go behind and be in reach of both of them, whilst
that sounds good.
Still gaining an advantage because they're in combat with Christopher.
Yeah, I'll go behind and to attack both.
Okay, that's great. You get an advantage.
To attack one of them. One of them at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to roll your d20, Dre? I think it's a Dre. Yep, Dre.
Dragon.
No, Dre rolls the d20.
True. Sorry, I'll drink.
18 and what's my thing? Let me load it up.
You get advantage, so roll it again. You might get a 19.
Yeah, you might get that 20. You might get a crit.
He gets crit on a 19 too.
Oh yeah, of course.
17.
No, okay, so you got a good hit. Do you want to roll your damage?
Yeah, can I strike again though? Or do I have to roll my damage and then strike?
Yeah,
roll
damage
damage
first and then
strike
do the
again.
next strike.
Which one's that one?
You tell me, Drew.
You tell him.
Oh yeah. Equipment. Is it an equipment?
Yeah.
Yeah, damage. D8 plus 6.
Plus what?
Plus 6.
No.
What?
You get a +2 for dueling as well.
Oh, so what? Plus 8?
Plus 8.
No.
D8 plus 8.
That's why you read what's in the brackets.
I believe that's true. This might be a mistake that I'm making, and the 6 here might actually include the D2. Although no matter how much I've looked this shit up, can I work this out? So you're a fighter.
If he's put Matt, if he's chosen dueling and he's done the PDF, then that D6 will include the +2.
Okay.
Sorry, +6 will include the +2.
Charlie's worked that out for us, so it is only a +6. So D8 +6, Charlie.
You mean me?
Yeah.
6.
6 plus
Nice.
6? 12? Is that 6 plus 6? Oh, well, obviously, because it would be 0.
It's not going to be 0 plus 6.
Yeah. Thank you. You cleave the bandit in twain. From the nape to the chaps.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
That's kind of smart, isn't it?
You can take an extra attack on your turn. And you have advantage.
I can't attack the other guy, though.
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. So first guy's dead,
sorry,
I attack the second
this wasn't
guy.
clear last time, Dragon.
Yeah. Sorry. Yep. Oh, I'll attack the second guy, that's 20, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
with advantage.
D20 with advantage, so you roll it twice.
Yep, that landed funny.
I was on the cock.
Yep. 17.
Roll it again.
Oh, 19, correct.
19
crit.
In that case,
fucking hell, you're doing some fucking nice rolls there, Joe.
A D8 plus 6 and another D8 plus 6.
D8.
He's dead.
Yeah.
1.
He's dead because it's +6 and 12 did it last time. So
he's got 12.
He's dead.
Then 7. Yeah, he's definitely dead.
Okay, you killed the 2 bandits near Christopher.
Nice.
Cheers. That's why he's my security.
It is now Wingway's turn.
Yeah, doing my job.
Okay, Wingway's going to fire a firebolt, which is a cantrip.
What's the radius on that?
120 foot.
Is that a wise idea?
It's a
kill everyone in the room.
Yeah. But we're in an alleyway.
Small confined
What's
area.
the diameter? Not the range, what's the diameter?
It specifically says you hurl a motor fire at a creature or object within range. This isn't a beam that passes through it and burns everything within 120 feet. This isn't like a dragon breathing.
No. Is there a diameter on it? Or a radius?
No. You hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage.
Oh, so it's just targeted. It's just
one target, yeah.
Yeah. But because because Wingway has reached level 5, it's 2d10 fire damage.
Is that wise?
He's done it.
Bit of a waste of a spell slot.
It's a cantrip.
Oh, it's cantrip. Oh yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fire away. Sorry, Wingway.
2d10. Ooh, you got 11. That guy's on his last legs. Okay.
Christopher's just there, like Dragon's come up, like just smashed the 2 people that have tried to hit him and missed twice. Wingway's just chucked a firebolt over his shoulder. He's just there, like, huh?
I guess I just play a tune.
What? Where the fuck is that supreme potion of healing? And why is that gnome such a cunt?
Christopher, it's your turn.
Why the 2 people in front of me fell in half?
Yeah.
What's going on?
My fucking guitar, mate. Sorry, instrument of unknown origin.
Yeah, it must be said that the bandits that have attacked you have just seen Dre destroy everything that was reachable.
Mass destruction.
And are possibly reconsidering their course of action at this point.
So they should.
Triazamine, would you hang up and call back again, please? Christopher,
Right.
in front of you is Dragon.
Hi, Dragon.
Behind Dragon,
Thank you, Dragon.
as the crow flies, 15 feet, there is a skeleton. In front of the skeleton, 5 foot in front, there is Triazamine. On either side of Triazamine, there are 2 bandits. One of them looks like a stiff breeze could knock him over after Wingway's fire spell. And the other bandit is untouched.
Right. I'm going to run up. Well, I say run up. More of a swagger.
Swag. Oh, okay.
More of a swagger.
Saunter
A
up.
French swagger with a cigarette hanging out. Like,
just as long as you can cover this distance in 6 seconds.
Yep.
And
so
and,
yeah,
and do
so I swagger very quickly.
yeah. You swagger like a cartoon sped up.
Yeah.
As quick as a pimp when his prostitute's being what do you call it?
Yeah, I use the rapier as a cane.
Cut.
To the bandit that looks like pretty fucked up, and I try and smack him in the back.
Okay, do you want to roll a attack roll with advantage?
Yep.
Now check this out for me, Charlie.
So,
Charlie, I'm talking directly to you.
Yep.
The bandit is engaged with Triazamine. Triazamine is engaged with the skeleton. Does that mean you get advantage because the bandit is engaged with Triazamine?
Yeah, he's already gone for an attack on her.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. It's alright. I rolled absolute dog shit. My first roll was a nat 1.
Right.
My second roll was a 6, so 12 to hit.
12 to hit. That is exactly what you need to hit.
Really? That's fucking lucky.
These bandits,
I thought I was going to miss.
They don't have good armor. These are poor people in a poor part of town.
Alright. It's 9.
So now he's dead. You went for the one who looked like a stiff breeze could knock him over, right?
Yeah, proper
well,
like rapier through the spine, please, like straight up through it.
He's dead.
Just past Reismin's face, so she can just see this rapier come up and then come slicing back down, and then Bandit falls to the floor, and I go, "Hello."
Okay. Do you have any bonus actions or anything?
No one's been hit, have they?
Nope.
No.
Nah. No point. Cool. Crack on.
Okay. Davina is next. Davina has a cantrip. Just to bloody beat this into Charlie.
Sorry.
Which is called Sacred Flame. Flame-like radiance descends on a creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. Or take damage. The target gains no benefit and cover from this saving throw. Okay, so Davina is going to cast this. It has no bonus to dexterity.
Is that just on one person, or is it?
19. So it's it took no damage.
Sorry, that cantrip, is that just specific to one person, or is it an area?
Yep.
Damage?
I'll read it again. Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range.
Right, cool.
It is not. It is not an area spell.
Cool.
Okay. So
no, I was just checking. I didn't have to roll for it.
Davina, in her first go, trying to protect the team, does. Sweet. Sweet FA. Next, it is Jelaine. Jelan. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. She has lost quite a bit, and she has seen most of her people destroyed, She says, look, can we just forget about all this? I can see now I picked on the wrong people.
I say your money or your life.
She's going to roll... Well, she doesn't have any money, does she? That's why she's...
Can I make a suggestion?
She's going to roll a persuasion check against your... What would you like to roll, Christopher? Oh, it's not Christopher, it's Triesamine that's in her face. Oh, and Christopher as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep on attacking.
Well,
No, she can roll a persuasion check against me. Yeah, go on.
Okay. She has... She has -3 persuasion.
Oh, fucking hell.
She got a -1. Overall, -1.
I was gonna be nice as well. Sorry, mate.
Skeletons don't have good charisma. What can I say?
You know what? Roll it again, but do survival.
No, she sees that you've got absolutely no intention. There's no way that she can convince you with her skeletal.
What's her survival like?
Survival is -1.
Oh, fuck's sake.
She's just gonna try and attack Triesamine, who is the person who's attacked her. She got a 7 + 4, which doesn't hit your armor class, Triesamine.
Are you sure you're using a D20?
Yeah. Admittedly, I'm using the wrong D20. I should be using the black D20. That could be it.
You know, when you offered me the dice, I was a mixture. I almost wanted the black.
These guys, you've got to ask yourself the question: why did the gnome lead you into this alley? Was it to kill you,
Muggers,
or was it to kill the people that picked on him and stole his?
That's
stole
why
his money?
I want the last one to join the team, so that we can interrogate them and find out.
Okay, next it's Triesamine. You have a skeleton right in front of you who's just tried to hit you, and to your right, you have a bandit who has also just tried to hit you. To your left, you have Christopher, or behind you and to your left, you have Christopher. You have 2 attacks.
Guys, man, smack the bitches up. Let's get to this fucking fissure.
yeah, agreed.
Fuck it, yeah, I'm just gonna slap the bitch.
Just finish it.
Just slap the bitch.
You want the D20 or the D8?
D20, mate. You gotta roll. It's a D20 plus what?
6.
You tell
9.
me. No, it's a D. Okay, 9 plus what? Come on, you gotta know this. What's your longsword do?
Oh, fuck's sake, I swear I had it written down.
I know this
D8.
off by heart already. And I've got
give me a
6
sec.
players to remember.
Oh,
And
come
I'm
on,
pissed.
D&D. Load up.
And I keep adding more players that you need to fucking Sorry, Matt. I am going to continually try and do this. Just to let you know. I'm going to keep trying.
Let me just let you in on a secret. There is no weapon or even unarmed strike that you have that does not give you +6 to your attack roll.
Okay.
Everything is
It's
always
15.
+6. It's 20 plus 6
Does 15 hit?
every freaking time. Of course 15 hits. You're attacking the skeleton, I take it.
Yeah.
Okay,
The one
great.
that's in my face.
Now, you've got to roll what?
Trying to.
1.
D8?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus what?
D8.
6.
No, that's you, Dre. Because you're a fighter.
It's 4.
Open up, you stupid. +3.
Yep, well done. Okay, I'm being mean because as Charlie's ability to metagame disappears, as he will discover it will, you guys are going to have to learn how to do your shite.
Yep.
Speaking of shite.
Okay, so what did you
Well,
roll?
that
For
one.
your,
What did you roll?
what did you roll for your D20? You rolled a 15.
9.
You got 15.
Yeah.
What do you roll for your D8 plus 3?
8 plus 3.
With the
Just say it.
I
Kayla.
can't see. 1.
It's a
Okay,
fucking 1.
1 plus 3 is 4. Okay.
Quick
I
maths.
said it was shite.
The skeleton looks like a strong breeze could knock it over.
You do have a second attack.
You do have a second attack.
Alright, so another D8.
Nope.
D20.
Yeah.
Yep.
So many dice to keep up with.
If she's doing two-weapon fighting,
Is
then
that
the
natural
second
20?
attack will go.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Yeah, natural 20.
I rolled a natural 20 for the first time.
I'm going to tell you right
Yeah,
now.
boy.
That's really
It's dead.
good. You don't
It's
even
dead.
bother rolling your dice. This skeleton.
Overkill.
Basically, +6, it's dead. So even if you roll 2 1s, like
That would
you've
be
got
an 8.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dead.
He's dead. She's dead.
It's dead.
There is one bandit left.
They are dead.
The bandit looks like he just wants to run away.
Really doesn't want to be there anymore.
It's really
the
regretted his
bandit-
life choices.
The bandit decides not to bother disengaging with Triazamine and just runs for his freaking life.
Attack of opportunity, please, Tresmin.
Triazamine, you have an attack of opportunity. Roll a d20 plus what?
Didn't you write all this down?
This
Yeah.
is funny, isn't it, Charlie? I know girls are bad with numbers, but there's one number you have to
Girls are really
remember,
good with numbers. That's why she's looking after all of our stores and suppliers and maps and shit.
Yeah. Triazamine, there's one number you have to remember.
opportunity written down.
It's 6.
6. Kayla.
Every time you roll a d20 to attack, you always add 6. It doesn't matter what you're doing, unless you get
Until you
weapon.
level up, when it
Until
might
you get a
change or
different
change weapons.
Yeah.
I rolled a 15.
15 plus 6 is 21. Okay, you beat this bastard.
Fuck that.
Roll a d8 plus 3.
5 in total.
5. Okay, he takes an attack of opportunity of 5, and he disappears down the alley 60 feet away from you.
60?
60
Oh, did he use his action to dash?
60 feet. No, he ran 30 feet, and then he ran another 30 feet. So yeah, dash. Yeah, he took the dash option. Do you want to leave this guy?
Sorry, I missed that. I cut out for a second. Did he use his action to dash then?
He used his action to move 60 feet.
Yeah, so he used action to dash. Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool.
So move 30 feet and another 30 feet. I don't bother calling that a dash. I just call that moving once and then using your next action to move. But instead of
that's what dash is.
That's what a dash is, exactly. Yeah. So you use your action to move and then your next action to dash, or your first action to dash.
So you move your speed, you move your walking distance to move, and then your action to dash.
Perfect. So he's 60 feet off in the distance, injured, and doesn't seem to want anything else to do with you guys. Now, Dragon.
Wait, was he within 5 feet of me?
No. He
Damn
was on the other side of Triezamine, which means he was between 7 and 10 feet away from you.
Yeah. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I should be able to reach him, right? With my 35 foot.
No.
Because you'd have to dash as well.
Like
might be able to dash
he's like 80 feet away from you.
Yeah, but I think
he's 80 feet away from you.
Wingway, however, does have 120 feet on his
Fireball?
On his fireball bolt.
Oh.
And looks to you and is like,
Kill it.
Okay. Wingway casts a firebolt. He gets a 12 plus 8, which is 20.
I think it hits.
But he only hits it for 4.
So it's 9 damage in total.
Yep. Next, it is Christopher.
I'm going to move. Oh, he's 60 feet away from me.
He is 65 feet away from you.
I'm going to move 5 foot towards him.
Okay. He is in the.
And then
he is in the shadows, but you can still make him out.
It's alright, I'm at disadvantage anyway. Rolling at disadvantage.
So you've moved 5 feet in your move. You've moved 5 feet towards him to bring him within 60 feet of you.
Yep. So rolling with disadvantage, that is a 14 to hit.
Why are you rolling with disadvantage? Just explain to me.
Because I'm throwing a dagger at him, and it's the range of it.
Okay.
So I can throw up to 60 feet, but anything above 20 is like a disadvantage.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cool.
And what's your disadvantage roll?
My disadvantage roll, the lowest one I had was 15.
Perfect.
No, wait, hang on. Sorry, double check that. 14.
14 hits.
14. Yep. Cool. And then it's 7 damage.
7 damage, he's dead.
Excellent. Throwing dagger in his back.
Okay, well done. I don't think any of you took any damage.
Nope.
And no spell slots were expended. Although, Christopher, you are down 1 dagger.
I am. Can I, yeah. Sorry, that was going to be my next point. Can I go and, I turn to the others and say, loot these bodies, I'm going to go get my knife back.
Okay.
Cool. I guess I'll start looting bodies.
Dragon goes to loot the bodies. He checks out all the bandits. They don't have anything. But Jelaine, the skeleton, has a potion of healing. So Dragon, you can add that to your inventory. You have a potion of healing.
Cool.
10 gold.
Write that down so I can change it later.
10 gold pieces.
Take that as well.
And the bones of 4 of her toes that have fallen off. She used to be really attached to them, so she kept them.
Wait.
I'll take them as well.
Necromancy.
You're going to take the
Hold
bones.
X to loot all.
Okay. The bones weigh nothing. I'm not adding that to your incumbency. Okay. So, do you want to continue down this alley, or do you want to leave the alley and continue in the direction that the gnome was taking you?
Can we go to the guards place, the city watch?
You can't see them yet.
Oh, sorry, I thought we could.
You can
We'll
continue
continue in the
walking
direction
down the
that the
road. You can continue down the alley that the gnome took you down. You can go back out the alley and back the way you came, or you can go out of the alley and down the road that he was taking you down.
Can we go down the alley to follow where the gnome went?
Charlie?
Tresman, I agree. I'm already fucking down that alley, I think, aren't I?
Okay.
Collecting my knife.
Because I want to find out where this damn gnome went. I want to kick his ass. He led us into a trap.
I liked it. We
Yeah,
beat the shit out of some cunts.
Yeah, it was fun, but he tried to kill us. I want to kill him.
Let's see where else he takes
Well,
us.
he might not have known.
He might not have known.
Roll an insight check, Dragon.
D20, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Plus your insight.
By the way, Matt,
You got a 2 plus.
you gain inspiration for using insight instead of intuition.
Thank you.
So
You can wait until I start asking you to roll a will check.
Joe's just checking.
No, you can give that to Wingway.
Isn't that
It's there in your skills.
What's your insight?
I'm looking for it now.
It's next to your intelligence.
+1, so 3.
3. You think that this gnome had absolutely no idea what he was leading you into?
Cool.
That better?
Okay, so you're wandering down this alley. Are you all together now?
We should be.
All together now.
In a group, all together.
Sorry,
now.
yeah. Just to
We
add some form of context, we're walking down this alleyway and just Christopher started
In
singing
no
that.
man's land.
All together now. All together now. Just because we haven't been attacked enough, you know.
Are you casting a spell in any way, or are you just
No, I'm just
raising
singing.
the group's spirits?
I'm just singing.
Cool. Good for you. In no man's land. Okay, you exit the alley at the other end, and you see an old male human hobbling up the street. His long staff is bearing most of his weight. His wrinkled face tells a tale of many hard years lived in poverty. As he passes an alleyway entrance, he looks at you and grins, revealing the last few remaining teeth. So you're exiting an alleyway, and you see him passing the alleyway opposite. And even as he opens his mouth to speak, a pair of meaty grey arms emerge from the alleyway entrance and yank him into the darkness.
I don't know.
Goodbye.
You want to do anything, or you just wave goodbye to the guy?
Bye.
Goodbye to the guy.
I don't
There you
know.
go. Cool. Okay. You want to turn left or right?
Uh,
Or go down the dark alleyway into which this guy has been dragged.
Don't know, it could be another fight.
Dragon, you picked up
Yes.
a load of coin, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you,
He picked up 10
Can you-
gold coins.
can you flip one for us? Heads is right, tails is left.
Dre, roll a d4.
Oh, actually, I was going to flip a coin.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
flip a coin.
No way, it actually needs to flip, doesn't it? Tails.
Left.
Left. Okay. I'm not going to tell you, but that's actually a pretty good direction. Okay, so you wander down the road. You wander down the road, and eventually you spot the sign for Jolly's Lamp Emporium.
Yay!
You've just
Convenient.
randomly-
Convenient.
completely
Please
randomly
tell me the
found your
sign is
way. If you'd gone right, you'd it's just been on some random adventure. Okay, Jolly's Lamp Emporium is an unassuming ramshackle shop in the midst of other unassuming ramshackle shops, including the collapsed warehouse next door. People in nearby shops and apartments peer warily through their shutters as you approach. Next to the warehouse, 3 members of the Waterdeep City Watch stand guard. No one else is on the street, except a seemingly inebriated halfling who stumbles towards you.
Davina, can you talk to it? It seems more on your level.
Okay.
That was a pretty good joke. Fuck off.
No, that's
I thought it was fun.
Thanks, Trey.
I got it. I've just got to read pretty quickly. Okay, Davina's going to roll an insight check, for which she gets a +3.
What have you guys got as insight? Don't mind me asking. Dragon? Tresman?
Intimate question.
What?
What have you guys got as insight?
Oh, insight.
Wingway has +7.
+5.
+5.
I got +5.
Insight.
Just did an insight check as well.
I know, I forgot.
You got
+1.
+1, Dre.
Yep, +1.
Wingway has a +7, but Davina has a +3, and she just sort of tries to interact with this drunken fool, and the drunken fool stumbles into her and move and not quite into her, but sort of stumbles past her and doesn't take any
No, I went
notice.
like that. The wire.
And the blubbering drunken halfling wanders off up the road.
Okay, bye.
The 3 members of the City Watch standing guard at the collapsed warehouse are making sure no unauthorized people enter the area. At the same time, they ensure that nothing terrible escapes from the fissure into the city.
Does one of them look more important than the other 2?
The leader of the trio is Captain Mergen. I'm going to change his name to Merkin. The leader of the trio is Captain Merkin Thruff, female elf veteran, a laconic figure who would rather be doing real work than standing here warning off vagrants like the drunken idiot that you just saw, too foolish to avoid falling into massive holes in the ground. Her companions are Orvis Torval and Roshko Bosch. There's a halfling guard and a fireball guard. They're not the sharpest swords in the armory, and as lazy as wizards who've used all their spell slots. Local thieves pay them to look the other way when ordered to do so, which becomes important when they are looking for a little bit of extra cash now and again. They're not paid that much because they're lower members of the City Watch. But the leader of the trio looks like a battle-scarred veteran. As you approach...
Hang on.
Okay.
You don't know how I approach it.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, so turn to Tresmin, say, you're on my right. Turn to Dragon, you're on my left. Wingway, you've got the rear. Davina, carry the bags. Obviously not Wingway's.
Davina has no bags.
No, but Wingway, can you just make it look like she's carrying bags?
Wingway casts a minor illusion.
Thank you.
No, he doesn't. Because he doesn't want to expend a spell slot. Wingway takes a bag out of his bag and gives it to Davina to carry.
Alright, excellent. Just make it look heavy.
It's extremely heavy.
I march straight up to the person that looks most in charge and say, "We're from Acquisitions Incorporated. I want a 20-foot perimeter around this building. I want every safe house, crack house, dog house, hen house guarded, searched.
Dog house.
We've got a fugitive situation going on here."
Yes, sir.
The captain, who did look previously bored, suddenly looks alert and says, "Well, you took long enough. Okay, so
Let's
get this done so we can go on with our lives." She points her lackeys in directions to cover the local area, just as you've asked her. She pulls a scroll from a leather pack and squints at it as though she's not very well read. Says, "So which one are you?
Neither's the scroll.
Are you from the Zentarum?" She's saying, "Which one are you?"
Move out of my way. How many of you How many are you expecting?
Well, we sent messages to the Zentarum, to Acquisitions Incorporated, and also to the I forgot what they're called. To another group.
Well, I guess you weren't listening properly, because we did say Acquisitions Incorporated.
We don't need to answer that question. We are the only people involved in this case. We are taking this over. Anyone else tries to come near it, stop it.
We're the FBI.
Right, but what do I write on this piece of paper? Ever since the new leaders have taken over, it's all paperwork.
Don't worry about that. We'll sort that on the way out. Just make sure no one else comes in.
She says, "Look, I need you to sign before you go in. Nothing but paperwork and signatures since the newest Masked Lords got seated on the council. What can I do? You've got to sign here to say where you've come from."
I'll take the paperwork.
Okay.
Say we'll sign it on the way out.
She says, "I can't let you do that."
Can I roll an intimidation roll?
Yep. Sorry.
Okay, you can sign some random names if you wish.
Okay, either you're going to let us in, or you're
The scroll
coming with us.
contains a number of names of adventuring parties, including the party that Omin Dran sent. But you could be the party of Osgood the Ugly, Charlotte Squeaky Mickle, Great Maul McTickerson, Lord Pompey Fugglestruck, Squinty Pip, Mad Haddie Flagon, Flippant's Jibberjaw, or the party known as the Magic Bastards.
How's Magic Bastards spelt?
It's spelt correctly, but with a poorly drawn. I'm
asking the character here.
Yes, I know. Okay. It's spelt MAGYCK, and then bastards, but with a Z and a strange image at the end of it. So Davina has signed the document, the Magic Bastards, and has attempted to do her best Batman symbol at the end.
And fails.
And we'll get
give her a break.
halfway there.
Intern, all right?
Halfway there. It's similar to the last one that she saw, but not identical.
She had a tough upbringing.
And yes.
Again, that was a short joke.
At some point, some point you may want to ask her about her upbringing. But at the moment, you have a guard. There's 2 guards. They've gone off to watch out for the crack houses and the
whorehouse, hen house, and dog house.
Oh, okay.
Every
there was
house.
a crack house in there as well.
Yeah.
Or the house.
All the houses.
All the houses.
Yeah.
But
basically, I wish I was Tommy Lee Jones. That's it.
Merkin Truff is still there, standing, having received the document from Davina, and is watching you as you enter the building. Do you want to say anything?
Before we enter the building, Dragon, you see that stupid fucking lamp emporium next to us?
Yeah.
Do you want to go get a few lanterns?
Yeah, probably be useful.
Yeah, it might be.
You splitting the crew?
No, we're staying there whilst Dragon goes to
get some
I'll say haggle. Intimidate.
Okay.
As usual.
Okay, Dragon, you go into Jolly's Lamp Emporium.
Yes.
It's about, it's the daytime. As you walk in, what's your passive perception?
Just checking. Oh, that's perception +1.
What's your passive perception, Dre? It's underneath that. It's at the bottom of the left hand. It's on the bottom left of the page.
Oh, okay. I need
First
to load
page.
that.
Do you want me to?
It's on the first page.
Yeah, I need to. I'm using D&D, not the.
That's the then it's on your first page at the bottom.
What the fuck?
Oh, passive perception 11. Sorry.
11. Okay, you can see that the number of lamps in this so-called lamp emporium totals exactly 6. From the looks, it is not clear that any of them actually work.
I ask how much each one is.
No, they don't work. Wait,
Oh.
how much for the oil?
Find out why they don't work.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good show, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Ask why they don't work.
Okay, roll a Jolly, who runs the shop, says, how can I help you?
Yeah. Anything wrong with these lanterns, or are they fully functional?
She says, none of them
test-
work, I'm afraid. I don't have any working lamps right now. You should come back another time.
What's wrong with these lamps?
They're all broken.
Why?
Roll a wisdom saving. Roll a wisdom check.
Who?
Perception. Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon's the only one in the shop, isn't he?
Yeah. Skills. Where would it be?
It'd be under wisdom. To the bottom.
Wisdom perception, Dre. It's a perception check.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, my bad. What, the passive, yeah?
Roll a d20 and add your perception score.
Yeah, because you said wisdom, you threw him off.
Right,
Yeah,
okay,
well,
sorry.
14. And then, what, plus 11?
No, Dre.
Or,
Plus,
No, not your saving
your
throw.
perception. which is in the bit that's acrobatics,
It's not-
animal handling, arcana.
Yeah, it's under skill, not under saving throws
Okay, yeah.
or passive.
Yep, skills. Sorry, I forget you're using the
Yeah.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah. +1, so 15.
15. You just pass it. You work out that this is probably not a shop for selling lanterns, but rather a shop for fencing goods that people have stolen.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Black goods.
You might be able to sell things that you've stolen there, but
Sell the bones.
Can I metagame?
Yeah,
Charlie can metagame.
Grab a couple of lanterns.
cool. Well, I'll grab 2 lanterns then. And so I'd take these 2.
Jolly says 5 silver.
Well, hand them 5 silver.
Agreed.
Okay. Well, you give him a
Sorry,
gold
I'm
piece,
not
he gives you
on
5
the
silver back.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'll say keep the change.
You say keep
1
the
gold.
change. Okay, Jolly's very happy about you.
Jolly.
Yeah, keep them sweet.
Okay,
The
he says, "Oh, come back any time."
Will do.
Yeah. Will do.
Okay, you go out with your broken lanterns. Each of them weigh 1 pound. You can add 2 broken lanterns to your thing. It's possible that they might be, you could do something with them at some point.
Can you...
Grab some oil.
Now you've come back, can you hand one to... I'm assuming you're back now, Dragon?
Yeah.
Can you hand one to Tresmane, please?
Yep. I'll hand you, Tresamin, a lantern.
Tresmin, you now have a broken lantern that is 1 pound in your.
As we're outside of combat, I'm going to use 2 cantrips.
Winway says to you, I've got light, right?
Yeah, that's why you haven't got a lantern.
Okay, cool. he says, okay, I understand your thinking. That's
why I told him not. That's why I didn't tell him to give you one.
I can create.
So I'm going to use 2. I'm going to use 2 cantrips of mending.
Kayla, would you make sure your face is in the camera, please? Yay! Extend the neck.
Yeah, Matt, I'm going to use two cantrips of mending on the lanterns.
Okay, the lanterns are now not broken.
Woo!
Hooray.
They have a small amount of oil in the bottom of them, enough to last several hours, but not more than a day, certainly.
Cool.
Can I quickly run back to the shop and grab some oil?
You didn't get the impression they had any oil there either. This is a place that buys and sells. You worked out from your wisdom check.
Yeah,
this is a place that buys and sells stolen goods.
Yeah, no one's
literally just a fence,
oil.
which is good to know. But
All right. I was just checking.
yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, and unless someone's stolen some oil.
2 working lanterns now.
Okay, so you now have light. This is good. You're passing off any opportunity to learn anything from Merkin, so you're moving towards...
Basically, we're upset at his presence.
Okay, cool.
And by we, I mean me.
Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, you'd have had to roll an 8-sided dice anyway to find something out.